Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakha Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, the great millstone who rule well, and peace and love and salutations to all ye Akim. Alright, the hope for the elect that's noising his word abroad, that it may reach into the elect, the cream of the crop of you so-called black, Native American, and Hispanic men to wake up. Alright, wake up out of the sleep and arise up out of the dust and understand who you are, what you're doing, and the end goal. Alright, so this video is going to be a video that's based off of Kevin Garnett. Alright, an NBA basketball player, a power forward, played for the Timberwolves, he played for the Celtics, he played for the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, and so this is a Jake, I believe he's a Judite, that went to the NBA straight from high school, didn't even go to college, he went to NBA straight from high school. I believe Kevin Garnett is one of the only basketball players to sign $300 million deals within his lifespan, I believe. I read something on it, right, I looked up his thing, his net worth, and right now it says 120 million USD, but we don't know, in the US dollar, but we don't know if that's how factual that is. All right, but nevertheless, all right, he's a man that's earned over hundreds of millions of dollars easily, okay, from his contracts, his endorsement deals. All right, right now he's currently working on, I believe it's TNT. He has his own TV show, but this show is gonna be based upon Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, these curses and these women. All right, because after playing in the NBA for 21 years, all right, Kevin Garnett got married in 2004. He got married to his wife in 2004, and it's just been reported. That his wife is now right, and this is according to new legal documents that she filed the divorce papers on Thursday. All right, and it was the reason was irreconcilable differences. All right, and they got married in 2004. They have 2 daughters, ages 5 and 10, and she wants physical custody of the kids. And she wants Kevin Garnett to get visitations, and she's also seeking for alimony, spousal support. Okay, and so he retired in 2016. Here it is in 2018, 2 years after this man has retired, after this man has basically made a way for this woman, made a way for his children. All right, brought in more than enough money to secure them now. All right, brought homes, cars. All right, paying for school, food, and shelter. This woman wants a divorce from him. Okay, now Kevin Garnett is suing his accountant. I got it right here, ESPN. Kevin Garnett sues accountant for over 77 million loss in wealth manager. All right, so let's read this article real quick, because there's 2 things here. It's one, Kevin Garnett loses the 77 million, and with that, this woman, this so-called black woman, she hauls ass after she secures the bag. After shit gets a little rocky, shit gets a little rough with the kids and all. All right, she's out of there. You know, she's out of there. She don't want nothing to do with him or the situation. And this is the system. All right, this is the system that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has set up. All right, to not just to divide our families, not just to break the so-called black man down. All right, but to destroy us as a nation. All right, and to destroy the ways that Yahweh, our power, whom the world inwardly calls God, all right, set up. Okay, so this is our first scripture I want to bring this out, Matthew. I guess it'll set the tone for where I'm coming, and if you don't know, on how we're supposed to be, how the Most High ordained us to be. So this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 6. Mark chapter 10, verse 6. But from the beginning of the creation, Yahweh made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and cleave unto his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. That word twain meaning two, but one flesh. What therefore Yahweh have joined together, let no man put asunder. Okay, so from the beginning, the Lord set it up. He put Adam on a planet, and he said it's not good that Adam should be alone. So he made Adam a helpmeet. All right, out of Adam's rib. So then this woman came, and she was supposed to be the helpmeet of Adam. She's supposed to be your helper. She's supposed to be your servant. She's supposed to be your life assistant, if you will. Okay, your rider. You know, your right hand. Okay. So it says, what the Most High had put together, let no man separate. All right. So for her to file a divorce, which means, you know, that word derives from the word the word divide, divorce, the separate, all goes hand in hand, because that word marriage means to be joined unto. So when you leave your mother and your father, you get joined, you get married, you get joined unto your wife. Those two people become one flesh by laying down with each other. Okay, they lay down, they have sex. You literally insert your rod in her. You get a spiritual connection, you get a physical connection, you get an emotional connection towards one another, and you're married, you're joined together, and y'all supposed to be married forever. Right? Y'all now have children to raise. All right, that's devastating for you to get married and to be with the man and have children at the ages of 5 and 10, and then now all of a sudden, mommy and daddy are no longer together. All right, this society allows you to do that, and what it was is, let me go back to this. Her reason was irreconcilable differences. And the definition for irreconcilable is it's an adjective, so it describes something, and it's describing the differences, okay, in this relationship. In this case, an idea, facts, or statement representing findings or point of view that are so different from each other that they cannot be made compatible. So in this case, what's so different about you two that you've been married since 2004? You had 2 children together. You've been together this whole long, that all of a sudden now you guys have these differences where you guys can't remain together. All right, and money is a big factor in this. It's obvious that this $77 million loss hit her big, and she feels that she looks good. All right, she could go out and get another man. She could just get spousal support. All right, the kids are still 5 and 10. There's plenty of money to be dished out in child support. Okay, so she gonna do her, right? When you, especially getting married in this society, is pointless. All right, it's pointless. When you lie down with a woman, if that's your woman, that's your woman, and time is gonna tell what type of woman she is. All right, if you want to be married to me, then you gonna ride with me. You gonna stay with me. You gonna be by my side until the end. There is no going to the courts and getting fucking, excuse my language, man, a divorce. Okay. Now, going back to this article, because when you read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, this is clearly our people. All right, for you to lose $77 million. All right, you give the average, put the idea of giving the average Jake $77 million, and he'll swear up and down that that's enough money to last him a lifetime. Whether if you get you a little one-family house, nothing too major, nothing too big, a nice car, that should be enough money to last you a lifetime. But here you have these Jakes running through this money like it ain't no tomorrow. Running through it, which proves that our people are cursed. Our baskets are cursed. All right, our women, his women leaving them. These are things that if it were to happen to the average so-called white man, they'd be depressing. They'll kill themselves, losing their family, losing their wealth. All right, losing their women, their children. All right, and having all this put out in the public eye, open up for the public eye to see. This is something that may cause a man to take his own life. So let me read this a little bit. I just want to push out the idea of it. I'm not really too concerned with it and all. So this is from Minneapolis. Kevin Garnett is suing an accountant and his firm, alleging they helped a wealth manager steal $777 million from the retired Minnesota Timberwolves and Boston Star. All right, the federal malpractice lawsuit alleges Kentucky-based accountant Michael Wareham in can't pronounce this Wellington CPS's enabled Charles Bank IV of Atlanta to defraud Garnett through businesses in which Garnett and Bank shared an interest. The lawsuit contends Wareham possessed actual knowledge that Banks was helping himself to millions of dollars of Garnett's money and did nothing about it. Alright? Banks intentionally looted Garnett of his earnings and assets for many years, including the many years that Woken and Wareham provided accounting services to Garnett and helped his business interest. According to the lawsuit, which was intentionally filed in Hippanen County District Court, has moved Wednesday to the U.S. District Court in Minneapolis. So, you get all this money, and then the first thing you do is you go get you an account management, an accountant. All right, somebody that's supposed to manage your wealth. All right, but the scriptures say never trust thy enemy. All right, so when you go to the so-called white man to ask him to help you out, of course he ain't gonna do nothing. All right, without nothing that's not gonna benefit him. Of course he's gonna help yourself to your money, because you're ignorant. All right, because of your ignorance, you go ahead and get married to these thoughts, these bitches that that really ain't even in your your class level. And when I say in your class level, meaning Jake know the type of women that's attracted to them before they get wealth, and they know the type of women that they wouldn't have if they had wealth. And I'm not saying not to deal with them, because all right, but you got to understand, you marrying these women, getting Esau and getting allowance to them, you basically you allowing them to get half of your shit, if not all. You giving them access to your money, your business, your cars, your wealth, your bank account. The scriptures talk about not letting your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You're not supposed to let a woman set her soul upon thy substance, upon what you have. Alright? So, I'm going to go into Deuteronomy real quick. I'm going to make this short and brief. I want to bring out this information because, it just goes to show you that we're underneath these curses. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass that if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, and to observe to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. Okay? And it's a list of things in which if we do, if we follow the laws, and commandments, when we're in good graces with Yahweh, we're good to go. It says, and all these blessings shall overtake thee, shall come to thee and overtake thee, if thou wilt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and blessed shall be the ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks and sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and store. Thy basket and store is your money, man. Alright? But, let's jump down to 15 real quick. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all these commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And our people are cursed. Clearly, our people are cursed. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Whether Drake is getting gunned down in the city, all right, broke as hell in the city, or whether they in the country, no matter where they're at, man, they're cursed. All right, cursed shall be that basket, that money. $77 million gone to waste, and then you get divorced from your wife. Now you got to get separate. You got to fight this custody battle in the courts that's against men, and primarily against so-called black men. All right, so again, I can't stress enough. Getting married in this society is a no-no, man. You got to be brain dead to be in love, and verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes. So 21 years of work, of hard work, sweat, and tears, and dedication into your craft, into your art, and all that is over nothing. You betrothed this wife, and now another man's gonna lie with this woman. All right, it's been it's proven that women, all right, are allowed to keep the house. All right, so you built this house. All right, you worked for blood, sweat, and tears for this house, and there's gonna be another nigga dwelling in your house, dwelling in your home. All right, playing with your kids. All for the blood, and this could be a dusty, bummy ass nigga. It's been known to happen. Your vineyard is what you worked for, man. And you're not gonna and you all right, what you work for? You work to set aside a retirement. All right, going back to the article. All right, this guy was helping himself to Kevin Garnett's retirement money. So now, all right, when it's been 2 years since he retired, and he goes to show you the wickedness of a woman. As soon as a man retires, she don't want nothing to do with you. Ecclesiastes chapter 25 verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, and maketh of heavy countenance, and of a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. And you figure if something like this was to happen to you, you was to get $77 million taken from you. The one that you're in your mind, the one that's supposed to be there for you, is supposed to be the one that was with you from the jump years ago when things were bad. All right. So when this woman is divorcing you, kicking you while you down, adding salt onto your wound, she's not comforting her husband. She maketh distressed weak hands and for feeble knees, man. And weak hands meaning that having weak hands ties your ability to do things, and feeble knees hinder your ability to stand up in time of adversity. So going back to the planting the vineyard and not being able to enjoy the grapes, when you work, all right, and you set aside a retirement account, all right, 2 years after you retire, now you dip into this other money. Say you sign $300 million, you may have $100 million, all right, just to spend. All right, just to splurge. All right, granted, you like Jake like cars, Jake like houses, Jake like jewelry. You want to go to the club, you want to buy bottles, and you want to help your family members out. Then you got another $100 million just in the bank sitting, and then you got another $100 million for when you retire. And you don't run through that money. It's time to retire. 2 years coming, you start dipping into that money, and come to find out your accountant's been playing you all along. And then she finds out, and then she wants nothing to do with you. She been securing her bag the whole time, waiting for her exit, waiting for her escape, because they want to live, they want to be free. Matter of fact, verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, which is a transgression of the law, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to go out abroad. If she so giving a woman freedom, a wicked woman freedom, is not what you're supposed to do, but ultimately this is what they want. They want freedom. They want to be free. All right, to be whores and to do whatever the hell they want to do. You file a divorce, some irreconcilable differences. That's bullshit. You're supposed to, you take an oath when you get married that you're going to be there for better or for worse. So whatever differences you guys have, if you can't get over those differences, you're supposed to live with it. You know, you're supposed to live with it. Y'all supposed to grow together. But this is a wicked, satanic ass society. And then the judge will grant her this grant her this divorce, right? Give her the house, give her child support, make them pay child support, and she'll blow it on nothing. And then that wealth is gonna go right back to Esau, Edom. That money gonna go right back to Esau, Edom, and it's gonna be another broken up family, all right, another broken home. And they'll add that in the statistics, all right, and then they'll point and say the so-called black man is a deadbeat dad. You know. It says, give the water no passage, neither the wicked women liberty to gather abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, give her a bill of divorce, let her go. Okay, and it says, just real quick, 26, blessed is a man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall be filled with the years of his life with peace and good. Okay, so a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given to the portion of them that fear the Lord. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall rejoice in the times and a cheerful countenance. So these women are shameless. All right, they be to be accounted as dogs. There's no loyalty in them. All right, you can't trust them. There's no honor amongst them. All right, they along with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has teamed up together. They're binded by this contract, going back to the Garden of Eden, that snake and Eve that they have together, that they have against the man, primarily the so-called black, Native American, Hispanic man. But you know, what all these other nations are starting to catch the hell from this demonic system, these snares that were set up for our people. All the men are starting to feel the hell of getting divorced and having to deal with these women. All right, so man, it's crazy. It's crazy, this world that we live in, and this is why we sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done. It's a tough pill to swallow, but hey, it is what it is. This is Babylon. This is not the land of our rest. I'm just using this as an example to show you brothers, you sincere brothers, just how wicked this world is, man. How wicked this world is. And you get a divorce in this world, man, shit, you gonna get what you got coming to you. It's a trap. And when you go into these marriages, it's a contract that you have with the state, and you allow the state to get into your business. That's when you give them authorization to these courts to say what you do with your money, your hard-earned money that you work for, and how you got to split up what you have. It's wicked and it's demonic, and it's a system is imploding on itself, and it's not gonna stand. All right, this system can't last forever. All right, Shalom.